Hey, what's up guys, it's Oakley, and I did want to share with you some cool stuff that Art Studio here, this user on the Total War Center, is working on. And basically it's going to be castles for the medieval 1212 mod that takes place in Attila, or at least that's where it's hosted. So he, and along with other variety of people, are working on this mod. Already playable versions are available. But what they're doing here is working on adding custom castles, walls, towers, and other elements into the battle map itself, and man, I don't have to tell you, but this looks freaking glorious. So there are a lot of restrictions on the Attila engine, what you can import, what you can't import, what, when you finally import it, can troops actually pathfind through, can they stand on the walls? There's a lot of open questions, a lot of things to explore. Our studio here has figured out a way to make it work, and so now we have a whole variety of images to look at. The castles obviously look great. The setting with the medieval troops look even better, and man, it makes me kind of tear up, makes my mouth water, and I am super excited to see when they finally do pull this off. It does look like in the distance you can see a bunch of the kind of medieval town, Renaissance-y town. Looks almost like it's pulled straight out of Total War Warhammer, which is funny to see here. But the castles in the background themselves look fairly good, although I do have to say it's a little bit underwhelming in the sense that the graphic settings here on Attila don't look too great. I'm sure with some of the higher end riggings, and when they eventually add more polish to the textures, it'll look better. But even this at the lower quality still looks really awesome. The towers, I was reading through the thread, they are still working on this. For instance, these towers look super large and blocky. They're caught between kind of using existing models that work with the scripting and all that versus creating new elements that might break the game. So it's obviously a lot of different push and pull, trying different things. Here you can see a portcullis that they added, which is oh, so cool. Great to see that. The custom additions to the battering ram there with the tortoise moving forward, so freaking cool. They're also playing around with different textures. So for instance here, a new texture applied to the front of the castle with more rounded large stones. Still more distance to go with this one. It just looks not that great, but I think for the time being they're just testing, doing proof of concepts. So I'm glad to see that they are able to pull off a variety of different looks. That's going to be very key for representing all the different factions and locations when they eventually do get this running full speed. But for the time being, it's very, very good looking for me. I do hope that they make more cool stuff, like for instance what you're seeing in this image, actual pathfinding that seems to work, a narrow area between two large semicircular towers, narrow gateways. God, I can't wait to see that. They're also starting to import some, I think this is a custom model of a church pulled in here. It could be something that's based off of a church from Warhammer, but I don't think so. I think this is a unique element next to some Warhammer houses next to it. So, more and more of this stuff is going to make its way into the mod. As always, I'm sure they're eager to have more people contribute, but for the time being, this was all put together, I believe, by Art Studio. So props to him, great work. Check out the thread itself, I'll link that below. And yeah, a couple shots of the castle there as the kind of the central keep in this medieval village. God, I'm so excited to see this. I can't wait till they have a playable version. That combined with some of the attrition and the barricades that you can set up is going to make for some fan-fucking-tastic battles. So they don't just have a battlefield here, they also have some changes that they've made to the campaign map as well. So you can't necessarily change where cities are located in the map, but what you can do is go ahead and change some of the city icons and kind of what the templates look like. And so what I believe this is the same guy went in and modified these, and it looks freaking glorious. God damn, look at this stuff. Looks awesome. This really sets the theme. Great to see all the castles make a comeback, and it really makes me wish that they're going to have some of this implemented in a future official Total War title where we get to see some medieval stuff again, because this looks amazing, as I've said over and over. Another thing that got me really excited too is, yes, this is going to be great for Medieval 1212 mod, but whatever it means for all the other future mods. For instance, I saw some people from the Rise of Mordor mod poking around in this thread asking questions, so hopefully they learned some stuff from this. And yeah, this all has me very excited, so be sure to check it out and offer Art Studio your support. That's it. See you in the next one.